Huey Fury captures the British heavyweight title with a 5th round TKO victory over Sam Sexton. He managed to dominate Sexton behind his jab, walk him out the counter punches, dropped him in the 4th, and dropped him in the 5th before the referee waved it off. This is the kind of performance that Huey Fury is supposed to be putting in against this level of opposition. And this is not even British level opposition, despite the fact that it was for the British title. No disrespect, but in all reality, Sam Sexton is area title level. He's not even British title level. He's fought for the British title twice before, and he was knocked out on both occasions. He was knocked out by Derek Chisora 10 years ago. He was knocked out by Derek Chisora for the British title 8 years ago in the rematch. He was also knocked out again by David Price 6 years ago for the British title. And those stoppage defeats that he'd suffered in the past were when he was much younger, much more active, and much physically fitter than he is today. Just to put things into perspective. And he became British champion by defeating Gary Cornish, okay? So he's really champion by default, because all the guys who are truly, all the top guys who are hovering around British level were unavailable to fight for the British title. And the guys I'm talking about are either unavailable or ineligible to fight for the British title. So it was Sexton versus Cornish. The guys I'm talking about are people like Daniel Dubois, Joe Joyce, Derek Chisora and David Price, Nick Webb, Nathan Gorman, etc. None of those guys were in the opposite corner to Sam Sexton, and you wouldn't pick Sam Sexton to beat any of them. Those are the guys who are actually at the moment British title level, and I include Chisora and Price because they've both failed at European level, and so you have to drop them back down and include them in the British level at this juncture. All right. So again, I'll reel off the list. Dubois, Joyce, Chisora, Price, Webb, Gorman. Those are the guys who are British level. You're not going to tell me Cornish and Sexton are at the same level as those guys. They're not. They're below British level. They're area title level guys. And that is who Huey Fury beat. He beat an area title level Sam Sexton, who's seen better days. All right. I'm not taking nothing away from Huey Fury in terms of the performance, but put it in perspective. That's the kind of performance you expect Huey Fury to put in against an area title level opponent. A guy who was knocked out 10 years ago by Derek Chisora, and once again knocked out 8 years ago, and once again knocked out 6 years ago. So let's not get carried away. Huey Fury boxed well, and he did what he was supposed to do. So, good on him for that. But let's not get too excited. Let's not get caught up in Mick Hennessy with his Shades of Ali comments and what have you. It seems as though Huey Fury is going to vacate the British title rather than fight Joe Joyce, because I believe Joyce is going to be mandatory for Huey Fury soon. It's going to be made mandatory. Or is it the other way around? Is it Huey Fury that's going to be made mandatory for Joyce? I'm pretty sure it's Joyce who's going to be made mandatory for Fury. I can't remember which way around it is. But either way, they're supposed to mandate a fight between Joyce and Fury at this point. And Team Fury have made it very clear that they're not interested in fighting Joe Joyce. They've got a lot of respect for Joe Joyce, but they're not interested in that fight. And they're clearly not interested in fighting anybody else for the British title. I read an article earlier on, either today or yesterday, where Peter Fury was saying that he would like Huey Fury to defend the British title once, and for it to be in Ireland, I think Dublin. Yeah, now this goes against what they've been saying in recent days, that they want to move Huey Fury on to world level. Well, if they want to move him on to world level, why are they talking about defending the British title in Dublin? And after this fight now, they're talking about vacating it right away. So I don't know, there's mixed messages coming from Team Fury. Perhaps they wanted to see how well Fury did against Sexton before making a decision on who his next fight was going to be against. We'll see what happens. Judging by Huey Fury's past history, I'll personally be surprised if he takes on any serious contender in his next couple fights. I'll personally be surprised. I'm not saying it's impossible. He might prove me wrong, but I'll be personally surprised. Yes, he did take on Joseph Parker for the world title, but he turned down world title shots several times with the likes of Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. Perhaps they felt stylistically and ability-wise Parker wasn't as dangerous, so they felt like they could take that risk. And obviously they got to make some money for him. You know, he hasn't really been making hardly any money, I would imagine, operating at the level he's been operating at on small shows with Mick Hennessy. So at this point, you know, I'd be surprised if they target anybody seriously dangerous. Ajit Kabayel might be a person who Huey Fury would fight based upon previous, his previous behavior, if you will. Ajit Kabayel, I think, is sufficiently, how would I describe him? He's not really a serious puncher, Ajit Kabayel. He defeated Derek Chisora by running around the ring and holding incessantly. All right, so this is not a guy who is really a danger man. He does have some skills. He's not a bad heavyweight, Kabayel. But trying to put myself in Team Fury's shoes, going by their past history, I would imagine that Kabayel would be the kind of guy they'd be targeting for a step up. Yeah, and anything is really a step up from the likes of Sam Sexton at this point, because as I say, he's area title level. He's not even British title level. You're going to see what British title level really is in the upcoming months when Huey Fury vacates. You're going to see the likes of maybe a Joe Joyce, Nathan Gorman, Daniel Dubois, Nick Webb. You're going to see these kind of guys fight, and you'll see the difference between, the likes of Sam Sexton and real British title level. Anyway, let me know how you feel in the comment section below, people. I think, I don't want to sound too harsh on Huey Fury, because I do think he's talented. I do like his movement. I do like his balance. I do like his jab. I do like his ability to catch people coming in with counters and what have you. I think he's got talent. I think he's got skill, but the way his career has been handled so far doesn't fill me with confidence, because his team don't seem to have that much confidence in him. So if his team don't have that much confidence in him, how can I have that much confidence in him, even though I do see talent there? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about Huey Fury. Who would you like to see him fight next? Who do you think he will fight next? In the post-fight interview, Huey Fury was talking about confidence. That's what he said. He said, I felt confident in there and whatever. The inference being that he's normally a guy that struggles with confidence a little bit. Maybe that's what they're trying to build, is his confidence. Maybe he just doesn't have the confidence to step up. The ability's there, but the confidence maybe is not what it should be. Hopefully they can work on it and get it to where it needs to be. Because, yeah, he has talent, definitely. There's not many heavyweights out there that can move and jab and whatever as well as he does. So, we'll see how it goes. Let me know how you feel in the comment section. It's happening. I'm out.